Douglas are twins. They were sent from Scotland to help the Fat Controller, but only one of them were expected. Well, I'm very glad that the two of you are here, but sad news is only one of you engines were expected. Sir, what do you mean? Said Donald. Well, I only thought you, Donald, from Scotland. I never expected Douglas to come along with you. We're twins, that's why. Yes, I know you two are twins. But anyways, to decide about this, I'll let you two choose who will be sent back to Scotland tomorrow. Wait, but you can't have one of us sent back to Scotland. I ain't going nowhere without Dougie. I mean, he has a point, sir, said Douglas. I don't care. I brought only one of you, and I can't have the two of you roaming around this island. Plus, you two look identical, so they wouldn't know which twin's which. Just talk about it, and I'll come back when you're ready. This is crazy, Dougie! This controller wants one of us to go back to Scotland while the other twin stays on Sodor. I mean, yeah, I understand that, but, I mean, he is right. The controller did announce that only you were going, and you decided to hop in and come with me, which isn't really your fault. We need to stay together. Well, how about I just go back to Scotland tomorrow? No, you are not going anywhere. If you're going somewhere, so am I. That doesn't matter, said Douglas. One of us needs to go so one of the other can get to work. Hold on. What is going on over here? Two calendar engines? Oh, wait. Aren't those, two engines? That's what I'm not ordered? I gotta go see them and introduce myself. Soon, Don and Douglas were puffing up an engine. Soon, Thomas puffed up to him. Hello there. You must be the two new engines. That's what I'm at ordered. You guys seem worried. What's wrong? Why, it's a controller. He said only one of us was to go back to Scotland, while the other twin stays here. And me and Dougie are very close. We never want to get separated. Oh, that sounds terrible. I mean, I got separated from my own brother once. But at least he's still working out here. But don't worry, Donald and Douglas. I got this. First off, how do you know our names? Well, so Tom had told me about you two. Oh, so that makes more sense. So before we get going, what are you going to do? Well, me and my friends are going to go on strike to see if we can let the two of you stay. After getting separated by my own sibling or twin, I wouldn't want that to happen to the two of you. Thank you, Thomas. You're welcome, Donald. Now, you two stay here. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, all the engines at Tippett Sheds were staring down to Tom Hat after what Thomas had said. Alright, engines, I know it has been a challenging day. Don and Douglas are twins, but I've only expected one of them. So, I'm letting one of them choose to leave Scotland while the other twin stays. But we don't want that. They don't want that. We want them to stay. You let Bill and Ben stay even if they look the same. Why not Donald and Douglas? All the engines yelled. Well, that's because they look too identical. I let Bill and Ben slide only because there weren't any Clayton engines. Donald and Douglas were only there to help with all the work on Solo. So I'll allow it for one of them to choose to leave and the other stays. Well, if they're leaving, I'm leaving. You know what? I'll leave too. Engines, calm down. They are the only ones. I'm leaving too. One by one, all the engines came up, with Gordon, Henry, and James pleading to leave. Silence! All the engines were shocked and embarrassed. Thomas and Percy stayed neutral and speechless. I'll make a change of plans. We'll let the two twins stay. On one condition. Anything, sir, James stuttered. If I see any of you get in trouble, or if I see those twins get in trouble, they will be sent away. Both of them. Yes, sir, said the engines. An embarrassed Gordon puffed back into the shed. Well, that was something. It really was, said Thomas. I never thought your Tom Hat would have to raise his voice like that. But hey, look at the bright side. Donald and Douglas get to stay on Sodor. If we just don't get into trouble, including them. Oh, promise me, when I first saw them at Nafford, they were calm. I bet they won't get into any trouble at all. Well, I wouldn't just say that yet. Because of some, well, Brakevan. Him.